Hey everyone, welcome back to another thought-provoking video. Today we're going to discuss the Bible story of David and Goliath. This well-known story carries timeless lessons that remain profoundly relevant in our lives. Whether you're young or old, the insights from this narrative have the power to shape our perspectives and guide our actions. So get ready to embark on a journey through faith, courage, and the unwavering belief in the power of a higher calling. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Let's explore the wisdom hidden within the tale of David and Goliath. But first, here at our channel, we would love to hear from you. What does the story of David and Goliath mean to you? How has it impacted your life or faith? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your stories matter. Maybe someone needs to hear what God has done for you. The comments section is also a great place to connect with other believers and build a supportive community around faith and scripture. So share your insights, ask questions, and let's learn and grow together. Now let's dive into the story. For those who may not be familiar with the story, let me begin at the beginning. King Saul, the second king of Israel, was a troubled man. First, he had defeated the Ammonite king Eglon and became very popular. The problem was he later began listening to the wrong people. They convinced him that the Israelites needed a strong military force. Saul wanted to be seen as the strongest king. So he made some bad decisions that led to a war. Israel and a group of Arab allies were fighting against the Philistines. They were fierce fighters. One of them was a giant named Goliath. Day after day, Goliath would come out of the enemy ranks and yell, "Choose one of your best men to fight me. If he can defeat me, we will surrender." Day after day, Israel would choose their strongest warriors, but no one could beat Goliath. He would cut off their heads and throw their bodies on the ground. Naturally, they were terrified. The war went on for 40 days. Finally, the Israelis lost all hope. Then David heard about this giant Goliath. He was the youngest son of Jesse. His father was a good friend of King Saul. Every day, David would leave home and take food to his older brothers, who fought in the war. When David asked his brothers why they didn't fight the giant, they replied, "How can we fight him? The king has given his whole armor to someone else. We aren't soldiers. We're shepherds." As David watched the Philistines taunt the Israelites, he became angry. He realized it wasn't just a war, it was a battle between two gods. The Philistines mocked the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. As soon as David saw Goliath, he knew he would defeat him. He walked up to the Israelites and told them he would kill Goliath. They laughed at him. They thought he was just a boy. David wasn't discouraged. He went straight to King Saul. He explained to the king how he was going to defeat the giant. Saul gave him armor, but it was too big for David. Even the helmet covered his entire face. So David adjusted the armor. He knew he needed to rely on his own skills and God's help to fight Goliath. He thanked King Saul, took a staff, chose 5 stones and put them in his bag. He used his sling to shoot a stone at the giant. He hit the giant right in the forehead. The stone was heavy. Goliath fell to the ground. David ran to him, pulled out his sword and cut off the giant's head. This brought an end to the battle. The Israelites won and the Philistines fled. David had become famous throughout the land. After the battle, David asked King Saul why he wasn't happy about defeating Goliath. The king confessed that he was jealous of David and was sorry. He then apologized for not giving him proper armor. David replied that he wouldn't have been able to fight without God's help, and he gave the king the giant's head. From that day on, Saul trusted David and made him a hero. He welcomed David into his home and he married his daughter to him. Together they celebrated their victory. And that's the story of David and Goliath. So now that we know the story, what are the takeaways? What can we learn from it? Well, there are so many lessons to take away from this incredible story. First, remember that everyone can accomplish anything. David was just a boy when he met Goliath, yet he did not think twice when he decided to fight him. Sometimes we forget that God looks at the heart, not at what we look like on the outside. Secondly, never doubt God's ability. When David accepted the challenge, he only took a sling, 5 stones, and a staff. These things are nothing compared to Goliath's spear, helmet, and shield. But David knew that he didn't need those things because God was on his side. Lastly, never let anyone make you feel less than human. Goliath challenged David not only to fight him, but also to make fun of his God. Despite being much bigger than David, Goliath never imagined that he would lose. Pride made him forget about God's power. Now let's talk about why this story matters to us today. The story of David and Goliath teaches us about faith and courage. It reminds us that we should believe in God and be brave, just like David. It shows us that we don't need to be scared when we face challenges, because God is always with us to help us. The story is important because it tells us that no matter how hard things might seem, we should never give up. We should keep believing in God and trying our best. It inspires us to be brave like David and to have faith in God's plan for us. It's a story that helps us believe in ourselves and our faith, especially when things look difficult. You see, we all face challenges in life. Some might be similar to David's, while others might be different. We might face difficulties at school, at work, or in our personal lives. We might feel afraid or unsure how to handle them. However, this story encourages us to believe that we can overcome any challenge if we have faith in God and in ourselves. It's a reminder that we shouldn't be afraid to try new things or stand up for what we believe in, just like David faced the giant Goliath. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What does the story of David and Goliath teach you? What do you admire about David? Feel free to comment below. Throughout history, many people have found comfort and strength in the story of David and Goliath. It's a story that crosses cultures and backgrounds. For Christians, it's a reminder of their faith in God. For those who aren't religious, it's a story about bravery and facing your fears. It teaches us that even when we're scared, we can be courageous like David. The story shows us that we shouldn't judge others by their appearance and that we should believe in God's plan for us. It also reminds us that God helps those who believe in Him and that we can be brave when we believe in something we want to achieve. It's worth mentioning that the story isn't just about physical strength. It's also about being strong in spirit and having faith. David's victory wasn't just because he was a great fighter, but mainly because he believed in God. In conclusion, the story of David and Goliath remains one of the most inspiring tales in history. It continues to resonate with readers of all ages and backgrounds, reminding us that with faith, courage, and determination, we can overcome any obstacle that comes our way. So the next time you face a challenge, remember the story of David and Goliath and draw strength from their unwavering belief in God's plan. And that's a wrap, folks. Thanks for joining us as we explored the timeless tale of David and Goliath. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and what other biblical stories you'd like us to cover next. So drop your comments below and join the conversation. Before you go, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on our latest videos. Keep checking back for more insightful explorations into the world of faith and spirituality. Thanks for watching. Stay blessed, and we'll see you in the next video.